Hello everybody, I am Karolis, Ruptela Technical Support Engineer, and today we're going to talk about our award-winning eco-driving solution. Our award-winning eco-driving solution can save you a lot of fuel and improve your driving skills and also improve driving safety. What is the eco-driving? Well, eco-driving consists of two main parts. The device part, we have to install our FM device into the car. We must configure it previously, and then when it is all done, we have to calibrate it. And also, in order to get information, there is tracking system part, the eco-driving report. Well, first of all, there are three main sources from where we can get eco-driving data. One is CAN, other is OBD, and some vehicles do not have nor CAN nor OBD, then we have to take data from accelerometer. But accelerometer needs calibration. And various devices support various data sources. For example, the Eco 3 can only get data from accelerometer, Pro 3 can get from accelerometer and also CAN, and TCO can get data from CAN bus and OBD. As for the same goes for our third and fourth generation. Eco 4 and 4 Plus can get data from accelerometer, Pro 4 from CAN bus and accelerometer, and TCO supports all of them, CAN bus, OBD and accelerometer. Before installing the device into the vehicle, we must configure it firstly. So, in order to get eco-driving from your FM device, we must firstly configure it. To do so, connect your device to your computer, install all the necessary drivers for computer to recognize the device, then from our FTP server download the configurator program. In order to do so, you go to FTP server and have in mind that we have two different configurators. FM3 for third generation devices such as Eco 3, Pro 3 and TCO 3, and FM4 configurator for Eco 4, Pro 4 and TCO 4. In this presentation we will be using FM3 configurator, and we will configure it for Pro 3 device. After connecting the device to the computer, press Connect button in the configurator. Here it will change to the device name that you connect. And now let's upload a configuration file. In our FTP server we have prepared some configurations for you. A sample configurations which includes all the basic necessary configuration options. So we have prepared a configuration for this presentation from our sample configuration. In order to upload it, you just press File, Open Configuration. Here is the configuration file. Double click it, and the configuration is uploaded into the program. Have in mind that our sample configurations do not have connection settings, protocols or APN settings. It is very important for you to enter the correct server IP address, port number, choose protocol according to port, and also do not forget to enter the correct APN settings here. Because we are creating a configuration after which the device will be ready to use and will start sending data to the server. Okay, after preparing your configuration, now let's enable eco-driving in your configuration. To do so, reach this part of the configurator and enable eco-drive. To do so, just press here, and after doing this, it is very important to go to Options. Depending on the vehicle type, you have to choose a working profile. You can choose from 3 different profiles: for light vehicles, trucks and custom. Depending on the profile, there are some pre-computed by our specialist eco driving parameters. Even if you're not happy with some profile, you can always choose custom profile. Then do not forget to enter your own eco driving values. For this configuration we will be using light vehicle profile. Here you see different values for eco driving. Another very important part is to choose the data source. We always recommend using automatic data source selection. But if you have the ability to take CAN bus data, you can do it. Because when you choose automatic data source selection, you will not get data from RPM and cruise control speed. For example, if you choose CAN bus, then the eco driving parameters will come from onboard computer, and if you do any changes in data source selection, press light vehicle as in our example, and here you will see eco driving parameters for RPM and cruise control speed. Also, you can choose in options eco drive panel connection. If you will use this eco panel in your car. Eco panel is our device which helps the driver to keep eco driving on. For example, if the device detects some eco driving violation, it will send a signal to the driver and he will return to eco driving. After doing this, it is where we just press close and we go to another very important part, the IONs. Just press here, and it is completely necessary to turn on all eco driving IONs. How to do that? You go here, choose an open slot, the disabled one, press enable it, and choose an eco driving ION. Here they are. And you have to choose all of them. It is completely necessary that you choose all of them. And let's choose them one by one. You take another disabled slot, enable it, and you choose the other. And one by one you enable all of them. After completing this, you just press close. You can always save configuration by pressing this button. You will be able to use this configuration for further uses. And after completing, we must upload the configuration to the device itself. In order to do so, you just press Send Configuration, this button. The device will indicate when the configuration is sent to the device and the device will be ready to use. After completing the configuration of the device must be installed into the vehicle. You can get installation instruction for various vehicles from our support staff. Also, when proceeding the installation of the device, it must be installed tight, do not shake, and do not move. Also, it doesn't matter in which direction the device will be installed. But, if after complete installation and calibration, the device is moved to another installation place or removed and installed again into another vehicle, calibration must be done again. I mentioned calibration. It means that if you are using eco driving from accelerometer, the device, including the vehicle after installation, must be calibrated in order to get the right eco driving data. Accelerometer calibration is quite simple. First of all, the vehicle must be on plane surface and has not to move. Then, send ATC reset SMS command to the device and wait about 2 or 5 minutes to get 0 position calibration. After getting 0 position calibration, then we proceed to acceleration calibration. In order to do that, you must reach at least 15 km per hour speed and accelerate at full power for at least 3 seconds. Then release accelerator pedal and drive at constant speed for at least 3 seconds. After that, accelerate at full power again for at least 3 seconds. Then you can stop. In order to know if your calibration was successful, you must send a info SMS command to the device. If the device answers with an SMS command IXL state 11, then the accelerometer is calibrated successfully. In order to get our installation instruction and all others useful information, you should go to our FTP server, and here we provide our login credentials. Now, after the installation, calibration and configuration is ended, we would like to get our eco driving reports. In order to do so, you must log in into your TrustTrack account. Now it's time to get eco driving reports. You must reach report section in your web user window, and from report list you must choose eco driving report. If you cannot find eco driving report, please contact our support team and they will enable them in your account. After choosing eco driving reports, you can see that it can generate various reports. They can be rated by vehicles or by drivers. It means that you can get a report specifically on specific vehicles, no matter who is driving them, or you can generate specifically by drivers, no matter what vehicle they are driving. Also, the reports can be rated by safety or by fuel efficiency. By safety means that every eco driving violation, such as extreme, harsh braking, harsh acceleration or overspeeding, gives points, and those points are accumulated. And if you decide to choose a report rated by fuel efficiency, idle, overspeeding, cruise control, not activate, harsh acceleration, harsh braking will be taken account and will be considered as eco driving violations, and according to complex formulas, waste of fuel will be calculated. So, also you can choose report types, basic or advanced. Have in mind that basic report will generate data that comes only from accelerometer. An advanced report which will take into account all the possible data, including accelerometer and the data that comes from CAN bus. Now, let's choose advanced report and let's choose some objects. After pressing show, advanced eco driving report rated by fuel efficiency and vehicle is generated. Here you can see all the data that comes from CAN bus, including RPM and cruise control. If some parameters will not be available, it will be mentioned here. And as we can see, this car has wasted at this time 2 liters of fuel. Next report will be basic. Since we cannot get some data from CAN bus, we have to type it manually. For example, average fuel consumption is unknown. In order to get this data, we must go to Catalog, and here you will see all your cars. And here you must manually enter the average fuel consumption. It will be used into calculating the wasted fuel. Now, let's return to reports. Find eco driving reports. Now, let's do the same, just generate basic report. After choosing cars and pressing show, basic report will be generated. As you can see, RPM or cruise control is not shown in here. All this data is calculated using data that comes from accelerometer and also from the average fuel consumption that you typed in manually. Now, let's go to reports when we rate drivers and by safety. So, now we will generate a report when we measure safety and we will rate it by drivers. Don't forget to choose rated by drivers here and rated by safety. Select some drivers and press show. After pressing show, eco-driving rated by drivers and safety will be generated. This report is very useful when you want to compare your drivers between each other to know which one is driving the safest and which is not driving so good. Here you can see its total score, because as I have mentioned before, every eco-driving violation gives a number of points, and these points are accumulated. Here you can see dangerous driving points, and various drivers has a different number. And you can see which eco-driving parameters they have violated. From this report is very useful because you can measure the safety of your drivers. Now we have reached our presentation about eco-driving and its reports. I hope it was very enjoyable for you to listen, and if you have any more questions, do not hesitate to contact our support department. We will answer your questions in greater detail. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.